Okay. Saving FPS games. AI anti-cheat.
1 out of every 3 players in an online FPS game are cheating.
What? There's no way that's real. Okay.
1 out of every 3 players in an online FPS game are cheating.
He's wiggling. Look.
Connects to your PS5. It's literally just connecting to the remote play.
And then in other games, it's way more than that.
What does this revelation mean for the future of gaming in general?
So it's an AI aimbot?
Yeah, AI aimbot.
Works in any game.
They sell these by the millions.
And it's not just your little brother either. At every level of the industry, from pros to streamers, cheating is rampant.
And this is like the saddest thing. It's so sad. It's like the FPS genre is so like fucked. It's horrible. Like, oh, I'm just so sad.
It will become a real job to cheat in his game.
Yeah. On this part, Dr. Disrespect just announced like he's making a new game and he's gonna have like some sort of thing where you can like extract in-game items for like real world money. And he dropped this tweet like shortly after the wiggle that killed Tarkov. So this was just horrible timing on him. So people just put 2 and 2 together and just be like, oh, well, if Dog is making a game where you can extract real money, then I'll just fucking get cheats for that game.
It's a full-fledged business.
Are you getting old?
Yeah.
Is gaming changing?
Yes, gaming is changing.
Or is it that rampant cheating is not fun?
Over a year ago, we set out to use AI with one goal in mind: saving FPS games. We're ready for you to submit your clips to help train our model. What you're about to witness in this video is the solution. The solution to cheating in online gaming.
Will this be the final frontier of FPS?
To help fund this project through the form of sponsoring this video is Opera GX. They agreed the more views and downloads Opera GX gets through this video, the more funding that will go to the project, straight up. So just by being here, you are helping. Thank you. As you guys know, I download a lot of sus bus programs.
Individual, it's opening very fast.
And sometimes my network will just be getting used. Like my browser's sending Bitcoin to the ether, I don't know. I'm scared. But what I can do in the Opera GX control thing here is I can actually limit the amount of network that's being used by the browser. So yeah, if I'm getting hacked, it's gonna be a slow hack. It's gonna take you some time, brother. And on top of that, you can limit the amount of RAM that Opera GX is using. Bruh, look at this Chrome like no meme. You get 3 tabs open and then it's all over, man. And a CPU limiter. Anything to stop the potential of micro stutters in a game, because if I get micro stutters, I get a bad attitude. And if I get a bad attitude, I pee on the couch.
Like a dog.
No more peeing on the couch with Opera GX. You've also got GX Corner, which is basically like a tailored homepage. There's fresh gaming news, current deals you might be interested in, as well as like a release calendar for upcoming games. By the way, if you use my link in the description,
I wonder how popular Opera GX is actually like as a browser. Because I know most people just use Chrome, and then like a lesser extent, like a lesser minority use like Firefox still, and then even less like Edge, like Internet Explorer Edge, or was it Microsoft Edge? I'm just curious, like how many people actually use Opera GX.
it'll show you my last 10 videos straight there in the browser. Oh, yo, look at that. So you don't have to miss them, because I wouldn't want you to miss them. And ayo, they made me a wallpaper, boys, straight in the browser. Use my browser, and I'm looking at you. This thing's very customizable. A bunch of Opera add-on wallpapers you can just add just like that. And it's on mobile. Opera GX on your phone. So if you want to support this project of using AI to save FPS games, then get Opera GX. Use my link below. Seriously, in this specific scenario, for one time only, installing Opera GX will help stop cheaters in FPS games, so please do it. And thank you, Opera GX, for sponsoring this video. So let me be straight up with you guys. Let me just come clean, okay? I have done steroids. I've never told anyone this. I've never really explained it this way, but I did steroids. Or at least I thought for sure they were steroids. So when I was 14, I wanted to be jacked out of my mind, man. I wanted to look like a bunch of rocks saran wrapped together and be able to like bench press a car. And in combination.
True, that is actually pretty close to like what you look like when you do the steroids.
with that desire, my frontal lobe was the size of a walnut. So I got on eBay, I typed in steroids, bought something sketchy, got shipped from China, and then I ingested it. No one ever found out. I wasn't thinking about the consequences. So I'm sitting there playing SOCOM Confrontation with the itchiest nipples you've ever seen, man. And I was real confused. I thought I was gonna start like lactating. Even though no one's ever found out until now, I didn't actually get away with it because the consequences were that I didn't know with certainty that I wasn't going to start growing lady parts.
My nipples were itchy, man.
Point is, you can take a shortcut to something, but there will be a consequence somewhere, somehow, eventually. What those consequences will look like, I think is now up to us somewhat. So cheating in online FPS games is the worst it's ever been, ever right now. On every system, console included, at every level, around 30% of players in any given game are cheating.
So this is basically the final form of the AI cheats that single-handedly killed FPS games about a year ago. This program essentially acts as like a mediator between remote play and the game.
All it uses is a live stream of your game. So as long as you have an internet connection that's like 2 megabytes per second.
One, it enables mouse and keyboard.
Oh my god, Strike Pack? Oh my gosh. I need to go to Walmart real quick and buy that.
On console. But what's worse is you can essentially plug in an AI aim assist.
It can use AI to read the screen, find the enemies, send input back to whatever system you're using, console included, and then aim at the enemy for you.
So it's basically just acting as your remote play controller.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
and it gives you to feed it.
To get access to it. The godly node, he went in and he infiltrated this website. He made the cheaters love him. He convinced them to like him so that they would give him the cheat. It took months. I'm just kidding. He paid $5.
So for a few bucks or a free version that comes with a virus, you can pretend you're better than everyone else. This can never be detected by an anti-cheat scanning what's running on the system, because all of this is running only off of watching the game the same way you do.
So this is an 8-person free-for-all where all—
Bro, that's crazy. Like, the reason why all these like anti-cheats can't detect the cheat is because you can't detect whether or not someone is watching the game, and them, I don't know, it needs to have like some sort of input, but it can't detect the input. It's just crazy.
all of us have cheats installed, and one person is chosen at random to enable their cheats, but no one knows who it is. And we're all trying to guess who's the person that has cheats enabled.
Someone's a hacker right now?
Yep.
Someone's a hacker?
Someone should be, at least.
Oh my gosh. Let's go.
I just spawned in.
2 back-to-back? Okay, let's...
Yeah, man. I'm cracked out of my mind. Keep in mind, we have a point system going here, and we're trying to not get detected as the hacker by the other players.
What?
Also, these are the devs that are so graciously donating their time to work on the Waldo project for all of us. I'm linking the...
So the reason I've been told, or like, the main reason that basically Homeless is using CS is because CS, since it's so popular and has like, it's been around for freaking ever, all the cheats that like the most pronounced progressive cheats are all going to come from CS first, and then they're going to trickle down. If they can get past essentially like the CS, like anti-cheat system, it'll probably be like used in like every other anti-cheat. So I think that's what he's doing, showing us like CS footage. Yeah, essentially, if the Waldo Vision program can detect cheats on CS, then it should be able to detect cheats on every other FPS.
The Waldo Discord and a few other things, go give them a big thank you.
Sarah Dev in my spot, dude.
Nice shot.
7.
So take a look at the footage. See if you can guess which one of these angles is someone using aim assist.
Aim assist? I got no freaking idea, man.
I'm thinking
homeless, honestly. Yeah, it was definitely.
Yeah, I thought you said.
Oh, dude, that's a bad idea, boys. I just left this part in so you guys would know it wasn't me and that I'm just cracked out of my mind. I'll be honest, dude. I just had to double check to make sure they were off.
My aimbot was not enabled, as you can see here, but I cannot tell you with absolute certainty that it wasn't bugged and enabled with the box unchecked. I was hitting all my shots, but it felt sus. Maybe that's the nature of having cheats installed. A recipe for imposter syndrome. At some point, I will scan this footage with Waldo and release the details. I guess you'll just have to take my word for it, though. That is true. If you download some sort of like cheat system or subscribe to some sort of like cheat subscription thing, you have no 100% way of knowing whether or not you dialed the aim assist all the way up to like 100, or you put the fucking aim smoothing at like X% or whatever little stat or slider. You have no idea whether or not it's working. You're just hoping it's working.
Just saying. So make your guess. You're left with a 1 in 3 chance of getting it correct. The answer will be at the end of the video and in the description.
Point is, you can't tell.
Yeah.
And if you got lucky, there was a 1 in 3 chance, kid. That's how likely it is to run into a cheater if you play one game today. But what we can't see, an AI can, with certainty.
Bro, I just can't get over that 1 in 3 thing. Like, everything? Like, every FPS is 1 in 3? That stat is like staggering. Like even in Apex, well, it doesn't even seem like that in Apex. Whenever I play Apex, you know, every time it's like I gotta be the big brother in Apex, and my teammates, whew, god dang.
Our human eyes, this just looks like really good aim.
They're designed to have smoothing and look natural, look like human aim.
But to
smoothing, yep.
a trained AI, the difference is night and day. The best way to describe it,
humanized AI aim assist off,
is like having a trained medical physician try and tell the difference between someone that's really jacked on steroids and then
wait, let me okay, so I'm looking at the left one. Cheating.
Medical physician try and tell the difference between someone that's really
so it whipped over, it overflicked on purpose, and then it corrected back on. But as it was flicking on the overcorrected shot, but it overflicked and then it corrected instantly. So let me go back and watch again for the not cheating.
Describe it as like having a trained medical physician.
Okay, so now I'm gonna look on the right one. Not cheating.
Try and tell the difference between someone that's really...
So the right one was slower and smoother, but it only took one bullet because it slowly went there, which is less sus. That's why on CS, like the average like input is something like, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 cm or something like that.
Jacked on steroids. And then like a dog.
Velocity, acceleration, smoothing, crosshair relative to enemy position. Assessment is 99% chance of aim assist.
There's no mistaking it. Couldn't just a really advanced AI cheat go undetected with lots of human data? No, this is a permanent solution to end the cat and mouse forever, and I will explain why I'm getting there.
A lot of people asked, what about ESP? Okay.
This will never catch ESP. Comment section. So ESP is essentially just walls. Yeah, it says it down there. Like ESP, seeing enemies through walls.
What would you say is the most distinguishable trait to tell if someone is cheating based on your experience of, you know, like antagonizing them in game?
I mean, there are a lot of things.
This is Goat, aka Tim. He wanted to know just how many people were cheating in Tarkov, so he installed cheats with the intentions of finding the cheaters.
Kill to death ratio, what gun they have out, how much ammo they have, everything with his cheat. Game sense is something that is a really big deal in a game like Tarkov. How to move around the map, where to look, how to set up your gun.
So what is it that he used to distinguish if someone was cheating or not?
The wiggle. The back and forth lean. That's like saying, hello, sir, I can see you through the wall. Can you see me through the wall? You can? Hi. Let's team up together and cheat on everybody around us.
I can't believe it.
No. before the wiggle, as funny as that is.
This duo was the highest KD that I came across that I think was legit. If you looked at them on the radar, they were just constantly looking around. The little things were just going everywhere. And they were checking areas where just no one was there. It's painfully clear that these two Chads are legit. How refreshing. And then you'd watch these other guys that have like 20-something KD, just running straight into a building, straight to a jacket to get their item, straight out.
Yeah.
And straight a different way. And when you looked around that area on the map, there was nobody that could kill them.
And they just already knew that, so they didn't have to look around.
He was looking at human behavior. Do we know of anything that can kind of detect human behavior? I don't know. Is there any technology out there that can kind of look at human behavior and see if it's human or not? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There is an extremely distinguishable behavior between someone using cheats and someone not using cheats.
Yeah.
So we thought, instead of just aim cheats, what about an AI that can detect everything? An AI that analyzes player behavior and determines if they're cheating based on how they're interacting with the game.
That is going to be some next-gen anti-cheat. If Waldo Vision can detect if you have walls, that's crazy. But then you have to think about some games where they have like UAV. Well, no, I think they would probably account for that, you know? Like, let's say you upload like an Apex clip or something. Someone drops like a seer ult and there's a bunch of shit in the way, a bunch of like visual clutter, and like the seer ult can just see through all that, you know? That no one's really saying like, oh, you're cheating or you're not cheating because the seer ult is up. Or let's say you have like a UAV popped and there's like a bunch of visual clutter. That's gonna be interesting.
With over 99% accuracy. This is what will save FPS games. Now, I realize that sounds like a pipe dream, like an impossible solution that's years away, another hopeless dream of one-day gaming with no cheaters online, and here's the twist.
It was Husky.
It already exists.
It already exists. Oh my god.
Someone made it, and it wasn't us. For days, I was tearing my hair out. Why is this not in every single game? What is going on? I had so many theories. Game developers don't need good anti-cheat. Everyone keeps playing. Cheating in games, this whole other industry, is stimulating the game. As a game dev, why would you stop it?
There is technically financial reward for them if the cheaters keep buying accounts.
AI anti-cheat exists.
Yep.
Game devs are not using it. Luckily, the truth was the simplest answer.
What do you think the truth was? It's like, they probably honestly didn't even know about it, to be honest, dude.
And just this year, early January 2023, we started to implement it in big games. And so it's starting from now. It's happening as we speak.
This is the CGO and CEO of AnyBrain, the AI anti-cheat that detects everything. How does it distinguish between someone that is say, using like an ESP in a game versus someone that isn't?
What we do is every player is providing data about how it is possible to perform the game. So let's say you have a reaction time when you find an opponent and you move to there. There is different cognitive skills that we apply when we are playing a game.
Yeah.
At what we can extract from these behaviors is these cognitive skills that are being applied on a specific moment. They are not human.
So it's learning constantly. Is that okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And so what percentage of people would you say are cheating in some form?
We always start with a very high threshold, meaning that we do not necessarily catch everybody, but everybody that we're catching, we're 100% sure. We usually see between maybe 10, 15, 20% of players that are cheating. We are fairly certain that the phenomenon is much higher than that.
Oh, they're sure 10, 15, 20%, but the phenomenon should be much higher. Oh my God, that's crazy. Even the guys behind the system that discovers whether or not your behavior is like human or not, they're sure it's higher. God, what have I been doing?
And again, that's why we created, Andre created AnyBrain.
My kind of estimation based on a bunch of different numbers was around 30% are using something to improve.
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
We're thinking along the same lines here.
And they're under NDA, so they couldn't tell me exactly which game, but they had data
Frauds. All of them frauds.
To back up these claims.
Every time we catch somebody cheating, what we need also is multiple moments that have a very high probability of being somebody using a namebot. So a pro will have very few of these moments because they are just very good, right?
Yes.
But in order for us to make that validation actually get flagged of you using, let's say, a namebot in a game, that means that we would make moves that have a very, very high probability of being aimbots and doing that multiple times.
So let's say hypothetically, I'm only using a very small amount of humanized aim assist. Is this something that you think your system would be able to detect?
Yeah, so well, first...
So games, so like a lot of talk has been like around the FPS community and like, I don't know, like controller gaming is like aim assist has been getting progressively more and more stronger for each game. And they would probably be able to account for that and figure out like whatever percentage of like aim assist the base game has and just figure it out from there. What does that have to say about FPS gaming with a controller in general if aim assist is getting stronger?
And well, a lot of people is using that small adjustment that is make it invisible on a video, or if you're watching the stream, it's so difficult because the difference is on human eye it's almost impossible to catch. But the way we interact is still impossible to make it as a human.
Can you expound a little maybe, or maybe help me understand just a little better?
Yeah, well, let's say that you are just adjusting a few pixels. The way you move with this adjustment, it will be non-natural timing that is not human. Even if in our eye it looks human, but on pixel level, but also on these patterns, it is not human. So that's why we can catch it. People say, oh, he was cheating. I'm sure because it is impossible to aim on that way. Sometimes it's just lucky, or you are really good. So it's difficult for people to understand, and there is a lot of false claims about, oh, he was cheating or no, because he's so good player, it's impossible. But here, looking just for these patterns on pixel level, we can understand this.
After a few hours of gameplay of someone using a humanized aim assist, it would be able to detect that that's happening.
The usual behaviors, like let's say somebody using an aimbot on Warzone, actually real time plus 5 minutes in order to flag somebody who is using that.
To detect someone.
Wow. Real time plus 5 minutes in order to detect if someone is using cheats. Wow. That's crazy.
In real time can take as little as 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really cool.
It felt almost like I was in a dream. Like I was gonna wake up and tell Olivia that I had a dream that someone made the AI anti-cheat that solved everything.
And this will happen in the coming months. We are fairly confident that something's gonna happen, something's gonna click in this year.
But it got even better.
2 hours is to create the player profile
for what we call identity frauds.
What they're talking about is a biometric profile, a profile as distinguishable as your thumbprint or your face.
So this will.
So I bet they're about to talk about, like, let's say you download a game that has like the AnyBrain anti-cheat system. From the moment you start playing, it'll probably have like a set amount of like threshold within like reaction time and all this other jazz for gaming. And the more you play, it'll realize you're getting better, but it'll still have that threshold of like, okay, this is a cheat, that's a cheat, you know? So that's what I think they're about to talk about.
Need the baseline of 2 hours because it's unique to each and every one of us as gamers.
On how you play the game. This means that once you get banned, it's not as simple as creating another account. If you create another account, the AI detects your biometric profile.
Oh my god, this is even better. You can't even make a new accounts. Oh my god. This is like the holy grail of like anti-cheat. It can detect how much you fidget with your mouse or how you move your thumbstick. So you're gonna get got within the first 2 hours of you banging out a new account.
Account you make will be banned. There's no hardware ID, it's you. You will be permanently banned.
That is so funny. Oh my god. Your account can get banned. Your hardware can get banned. Your IP can get banned. You can spoof it as much as you want. But the one thing that you cannot mask is how you move, how you flick, how you adjust. If it knows it's you, motherfucker, it's you.
From the game, with no chance of ever playing it again.
We're fairly confident that some things are about to change.
The implications of this are insane, especially if the game has a replay system.
If you have ever cheated, and
yeah, if you have a replay system, that is your best bet if you don't have like an anti-cheat system.
the data is saved server side, you are then able to be caught at any point in the future. If you cheat, you will be caught. It's just a matter of time.
The biometric fingerprint of a pro player or streamer could be seen on an alt account that was hacking a year ago, or last week, or currently. Now, I don't know if these things will be done with this data, but I can tell you that FPS games, all online.
Oh, baby. A new PvP experience is upon us. You damn right about that, man. We'll see what happens when you drop that game. Let's see what happens.
And multiplayer games are saved. Now, the Waldo project is different. It plans to put this power of knowing in your hands. A way to know if any player is cheating simply by scanning the gameplay footage, laying bare the truth, and leaving the effects up to us. We now confirm it's possible and in fact need your help.
Okay, so this is just like a more or less like 2 layers of like the Swiss cheese model of anti-cheat. So you got the AnyBrain game sense / character behavior / biometric thumb sign of how you play the game, and then you have like the Waldo Vision like aimbot detection system, which is, you know, you upload a clip and the thing, like the program, determines whether or not the person was using cheats.
To make it a reality. A full technical update of the Waldo project is available on Rican Samurai's channel.
I think the glory days of online FPS games are not behind us, but are ahead of us. And if you're one of the 1 in 3 people that are cheating in online FPS games, I got one question for you. Are your nipples getting itchy?
Oh, man. Yeah, man, this is crazy. It's like, because since like the beginning of FPSs, you know, it's only been getting worse and worse. With like, is this guy cheating? Is that guy cheating? You know, if only I can reach this rank, my life can change forever, and blah, blah, blah. I can go pro. And, oh, this guy is pro, but he got it kind of cheating, but he can't back it up. Yeah, it's crazy, man. Or maybe if you're not even on a team, or you're not trying to go pro, you're just a fucking streamer just cheating with really good cheats. You about to get got. So, some people's careers right now is about to go crashing. I gotta see what this comment section is all about. Let me fucking thumbs this, dude. That's a dub. The anti-cheat is so strong that your computer becomes self-aware and then jumps at you. True. This video hype you up like crazy. I've always hated it and will always hate any kind of cheating in any video game. And hearing this makes me happy AF. Obviously, this is only the start, but I believe that the future is bright with this technology. Bro, like, there will actually be some sort of competitive integrity again in FPSs. You know? Because, like, right now, like, almost no game has, like, any competitive integrity. And that's the main thing that's stopping a lot of FPSs, you know? There's, like, you could pick, like, any FPS game, and they'll have, like, a bunch of layers of like, Swiss cheese, like, AKA, like, anti-cheat systems. But cheaters still get through, because the cheats evolve. And the cheats get better and better. But with the AnyBrain and the Waldo Vision, those are going to be, because to my understanding, it's like the Waldo Vision is going to be open source, and you can't really like fake that. Like, if the thing is available, all it does is it's like yes, you're cheating, or no, you're not cheating. That's all it does. All right, what are you gonna do? Hack the fucking Waldo website and be like, upload your own clip and be like, guys, the Waldo Vision said I'm not cheating, but everybody else goes and does it, and then they figure out you are cheating. It's like, okay, well, you're just a liar, dude. This is awesome. This is what the FPS genre really needs, you know? This is awesome. I am so thankful for Basically Homeless doing this, and I hope this project that he's doing with Waldo Vision and AnyBrain get implemented in like every FPS that comes into play from here on out. This is awesome. All right, that's all I gotta say. It was a good video. Later.